Hi, I'm Bert Kinister, and this is Volume 3 of Tips and Tales. Again, this is a shot from the 60-minute workout. It is a tremendously hard shot. Everybody has trouble with this. You are going to have to learn to use maximum left or right spin and maximum high to pocket this ball. My table's got really hard rubber cushions, man, so I set this ball up right here by the first diamond frozen to the rail. Now, you've got to pocket this ball, come around 3 rails, and stick the cue ball in the middle of the table. Stick the ball in the donut. To do that, you need maximum left English, maximum high, and a really, really good stroke, struck at exactly the right speed. You see the shot, and you think you hit the rail first with inside English, you make the ball. That's not what we're up to here. You have to hit the ball first, even though it's frozen to the rail, and then the cue ball will go 3 rails to the center of the table if it is hit correctly. If you hit the rail first, the cue ball is going to head cross corner, it'll come short. But what you're learning is how to put the cue ball in the middle of the table, which is, you want to control the middle of the table if you're playing 9-ball. And it is a route through the middle of the table to the other end where you will never scratch. One of the most important shots you can learn. It takes a while. You're not going to do this right away. But take a look at it. There it is, right in the donut hole. Pin down got it, boy. You got to use maximum outside and high. A maximum left, and you've got to hit it high. You have to hit that ball in a spot you believe you will miscue. Got on a Max Eberly shirt, man. You need one too. So now we roll into Tampa. Car's fixed. 16 years old, first time on the road. You know, I'm looking for Baker's Billiard Academy, and what a place it was back then. It was a barber shop, barber chairs, lunch counter. It was like an underground, subterranean. I think it's still there. They had rack boys on every table. It was 10 cents a rack. They took immaculate care of the tables. So I'm playing anybody I can. You know, I'm winning most of the time, all cheap action. Then one evening, a 7-foot Seminole Indian comes in there and wants to play. In the rack, it was a rack man. He must have been in his 60s or so. I was so young. He looked like an old, small man. Rack perfect every time, had the apron, took the dime. He says, go ahead, play that guy. So I played this guy, and I won about $700. And I expect to get paid at this time of my life. I don't know that people will roll you, all the things that could go wrong. This guy doesn't have any money, and I'm starting to holler at him, and he is a giant. A real, true giant. Unbelievable thing. So he finally says to follow him, and I follow him. My partner I'm with, Barry Mullins, we follow him, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, out into nowhere, man. And then down a little dirt road, maybe a half mile long, there's a little shack. He gets out of the car. I get out, you know, he's in a truck. I get out, he's got an alligator. It looked like it was 30 feet long, man, like Placid when I got there. I mean, I was terrified. He's got an alligator in a cage a couple of feet away from us. And he says, wait a minute, he disappears in the house. I'm terrified. I think I'm going to get shot. Lo and behold, this guy comes back out of the house, and he paid me off like a gentleman. I couldn't believe it. I was as scared as I've ever been. I was more scared there than I was swimming around in the snow on Lookout Mountain. So now we go hot-tailing it back to Baker's. Yeah, I don't know if I played another guy that night. Maybe, I think we went to the motel. And the next day we go in there, and we'd been in town maybe 2 weeks. And this rack guy had been racking for me all of this time. He says, well, I'm off. You want to play a little cheap for $2? Let me tell you, he ended up busting me down to my last 200. We had gas money back to Chicago. This guy did not miss a ball for 8 or 9 hours. That two turned into 12. He beat me out of $1,100-$1,200. All I had left, I had a couple of hundred left, and he never missed a ball. He was a gentleman throughout the whole thing. I never saw it coming. Woof. Hey, you guys be good boys and girls, man. Eat hot dogs, play pool.